Hey Antonia, my name's Daphne, one of the essay correctors here at IELTSpodcasts.com. Thank you so much for getting involved in the course with us. Great to have you here and lovely to see your lovely first essays. Fantastic. A word of caution to begin with. This is very, very long, okay? Normally, 500 words is like, well, okay, two problems. One, can you do this in 40 minutes? Because that's all you have. And second problem is that the guideline is kind of around 100, around 250 or like above 250. So I recommend to students really 350, 400 max is what you should be doing. Okay. The danger is that the examiner gets bored or has a lot of essays to mark and stops marking. Okay, so just try and get to around about 370 for the next ones. Okay. So some people think schools have to be more entertaining. Others think their sole purpose is to educate, which you agree with. So educational system operations have received a heated debate of late, as some advocate that entertainment should be highly considered in student curricula, whereas other proponents argued that the key purpose of education should be adhered to. Okay, so there's a few little grammar things here. Educational system operations. I think you're kind of paraphrasing schools, but I'm not sure you need to, because this doesn't really sound real. So educational establishments might be good. Have received a heated debate. You can't receive a debate. Have been the subject of. A heated debate of late. Okay. As some advocate, this is a verb, so no S, some is plural, that entertainment should be highly considered. Now, I need to know here, what do you mean by entertainment? This is, you need to explain this word in student curricula, whereas other proponents, plural, argue that should be present tense there because you're talking now, that the key purpose of education should be adhered to. Okay, it should be adhered to. I believe the debate centres more on an individual's view and understanding of the term education rather than its holistic importance in a child's development. This essay will discuss both issues while citing examples to demonstrate points. Okay. Understanding of the term education. Yes. Okay. Be careful that you're going to stay on task. That I think more to the point, understanding the word entertaining might be what you need, but let's keep going. To begin with, pupils' physical engagement in extracurricular activities such as, lovely, is an indisputable factor to promoting a child's, apostrophe there, cognitive skill and in boosting their confidence towards problem solving, lovely. This is because such avenues, plural, sometimes offer, so because I've got the plural, you don't need that, opportunities for learners to engage and network with their peers within and outside the walls of their schools, building their teamwork skills and helping, so just a little grammar, building and helping, so same pattern on the grammar, them to better realize their weaknesses and strengths. Okay, nice, very nice there, good. To exemplify, a recent study on graduate employability across Africa indicated that pupils who engage, watch out, so noun, verb agreement, in activities during studentship, perform better in solving real-life problems due to their experiences. Good, nice. You don't need such as. Those, or additionally maybe, just so I know you're making another point, those who engage in sports, pastry, fashion designing, or music at an early age were, because you're still kind of leading me on from this survey, so you need past tense, vast and better. I wouldn't have vast. That's to do with size, or vastly better, maybe an adverb, in understanding their job specification and delivery than those who learned, who principally and then learned, because you're still in the past tense here, the theories within the classroom walls. I like that. Good point. Very nicely done. Significantly, these students are often better off. Cut that. Don't need that. I am gonna cut, okay? Moreover, it's obvious that schools engagement. Cut that there as well. Okay. Hence, schools should be encouraged to see entertainment and engagement students. Yes, here. Good. So rather than entertainment, you could put here challenging activities, diverse and challenging activities, and engagement of students. Yeah, lovely. I don't think you need this. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I want you to stick on the point. And I think here you're just kind of getting in a bit too deep and it's too long. Furthermore, it is often said that all work and no play makes a student dull. Yeah, how funny. We were saying this today. Education systems should understand that too much emphasis on teaching towards exams you could have there, because I think that is quite significant. Without entertainment, okay, so without diversity, so don't keep repeating this word, will subject students to a plethora of health and distress. Yeah, and I would use could rather than will. May or could are really, really lovely verbs. I'd use them a lot. They help you. Regrettably, it's become conspicuous that modern day teachers and parents, plural, subject, this is your verb here, subject children to strenuous study. To parents, this helps focus on their personal lives without disturbance. Don't need that. It's just not relevant. I just go strenuous studying in order to achieve here. So achieve this. Bring that up there. Okay. Put that into black. You can do that. Yeah. Can show you this sedentary work, especially subjects children to so. Sedentary study, maybe? Sensibly, I mean, it's difficult to study without sitting down, isn't it? Subjects children, use children to psychological problems and may make them less interested in the holistic work of life. So I take, you don't need that line, cut that. But then hence engage with moderate. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so hopefully you can see where we're going here, and just in keeping this really tight and keeping it tidy and keeping on the subject. Okay, to conclude, opinion here, I want to know what you think. I believe that non-educational events are, there's, watch out for this, there's quite a lot of little errors in noun-verb agreement. This is a really high quality essay, but these mistakes are like, we don't want these at this level. Yeah, you need to just check that really carefully. A part of learning and developing intellectual skills in students, as they can withstand any situation, or so they can withstand any situations through that acquired practical knowledge. In my opinion, okay, again, doesn't matter, do it again. Or I believe that, and then here, in my opinion, aside education-related activities, parents should see entertainment, or yeah, give me an example. What do you mean of this? And don't use tots. Tots is like for 2-year-olds, and we are talking for students, yeah, or children. Potential, no S. It is believed that this diversity, or this would help a child stay healthy, well informed, and help parents to see the value for their money in the future. Yeah, okay, that's quite interesting actually. Just bringing that in at the end, I quite like that. So really good. Wow, a nice strong start. So a few little grammar errors. So it's going to wipe out, really focus on that. Go through the corrections really carefully. Write down the corrections. That will help you to improve, and just keep it a little bit tighter, like shorter. Okay. Doing an activity with a child, same thing. It's very long. The notion of adequately parenting a child through myriad techniques have heated up debate. Again, has been the subject of debate. Heated up is a bit casual, a bit informal, has been the subject of debate across many countries. It's been maintained that toddlers who are encouraged to engage in their desired hobbies at an early age hone their cognitive, better than by mere reading. You need that preposition in there, better than by mere reading, or by solely reading. Mere makes it sound like it's not important, whereas we know it is important. Partly agree with this, as each opinion has the merits. I don't like merits and demerits. It's a little bit like nothing. So notion because. Just tell me why. Just go into a little bit because da da da. Okay? Because this is like what we call an empty sentence. This has no relevant. This could be in any essay. So we want to avoid that sort of thing. So just go because, a little bit because. Lead me into this. Okay? Firstly, the entertainment. Now, watch out for this word tots again. Don't use this. Youngsters, young children, has always been promoted in educational settings with a belief, noun, that early involvement of children in practical work makes, plural, them. So your subject is involvement of children. So that's singular. So it makes them learn and assimilate better at the subsequent stage of their lives. Their subsequent stages or at subsequent stages. I don't think you need that. Subsequent stages of their lives. For instance, lower schools hold the belief that pupils under the age of 4 are better off, more susceptible to learning through physical activities. Okay. Benefit more from, watch out, better off, benefit more from. This is further supported in a recent study reported by a reputable union in Europe, where 95% of young pupils were, watch out this noun verb again, testified to have improved their assimilating, through such medium. Noteworthy, however, is that while this might work for younger pupils, other means of knowledge acquisition becomes irrefutable. Just irrefutable for learning. You don't need to repeat means. Becomes irrefutable for learning for older learners. Okay. Now we're not just talking about schools here. Yeah. Remember, doing an activity with a child. This is really important. This could be you taking your child to a museum. Yeah, be really read the question carefully. It could be you playing football. It could be So it's doing something with them, not just school, not only school. Yeah. On the other hand, so this needs to balance. If you've got on the other hand, you need to have on the one hand. So if I just I'll draw your attention to that one. So those need to be balanced. Okay. Reading in any form is essential for high-level people. I would say, all. As a theoretical aspect of education, should not be ignored. Kant is a bit informal. Should not be ignored for their levels. This is because reading can help to balance. So you can't use the contraction. To balance their mindset by solidifying any. Yes, good. Okay. This may aid, or this aids there, students' capacity to critically think beyond their physical environment, solve life problems, enjoy their world to imagination. Yeah, really important. Give an example. You can't give an instance. You go for instance, or to give an example, health practitioners can better understand and hone their career through their early engagement and development of practical and theoretical skills. Okay, watch out here, because this is about children. Yeah, I want this essay to be about a child. Okay, so health practitioners I mean, like you've gone into super adult qualified people here. So keep this connected to children. I think that is really, really important. Bring the example back to children and imagination, because they health practitioners were inspired by their reading as children or something like that. In summary, as much as entertaining activities are essential, watch out this problem again, yeah? It should not be forgotten that education with interwoven factors can be adopted in shaping. Yes, I mean, I really, really want you to be talking a little bit more about playing football, doing more sport, that sort of thing. I think we need some really good examples here, like you've got games and sport. So with interwoven factors, go back to these real examples. Can be adopted in shaping children's career development. Both reading and practice activities are indispensable and should be combined. Don't need that. It is opined that. Now, don't use it is opined. Give me what you think. Okay, it is opined that. We don't say this. Okay, I believe that, because it is an opinion essay, remember. This technique will help society provide a higher standard and well-equipped, more well-equipped, you'd have to say. Future leaders, I like that. Very nice. Okay, really good work there. You've done really, really nicely, Antonia, and that is a great start. Fantastic work. Well done.